Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Wednesday, only here on YouTube. Also live, well, I should say live on Oldies and More Radio. Also live on YouTube. We broadcast over those two channels there. I want to welcome you to the July 17th, 2024 Vinyl Treasure Show, where I play my all 60s 45s out of my collection. We lean soul on Wednesday evening. Had a great time on Sunday. Had my special guest collector here and disc jockey Dave the Rave Kapolsky here. Brought some very rare soul 45s here to the program. And we had like two shows, a part one and part two. It was a big success, I have to say, and want to say hello to those of you that have returned here to the program. Glad you found this show here, but Dave will be back sometime in August. We're talking about doing that maybe on a monthly basis or so, but it'll be one show. It'll be an earlier show. We were talking about it, so we're still going to talk a little bit more about that, but he's got some great records that are not in my collection, and vice versa. But I had some good response. Had lots of emails saying how they thought we had a great time. Well, we did have a great time here. But thank you all for being here this evening. I'm here till midnight tonight. We'll do a little bit of overtime. But we opened up with a instrumental by a group called Cool Heat. But they're let's just say this isn't the original version of the song, but this song did chart. This came out in June of 1970 on the Forward label. The song was called Groovin with Mr. Blow, and it charted number 98 on Cashbox, 89 on Billboard. This was a big number 2 record if you were listening to KGW in Portland, Oregon. Now, prior to this release, this was a B-side to a single that came out by a group called Wind. Well, it really wasn't a group, W-I-N-D. And I think it was called the Life label, I think. But Wind was really Tony Orlando, and came out in September of '69. I think it was called, his song was called Make Believe, I think, which did chart too. It was kind of like a big hit on Billboard, number 28. But this was a shortened release here. A shortened release. Wait a minute. Yeah, Make Believe was the A-side. This is the kind of the abridged version. I think the original version was 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Then it was 2 minutes and 28 seconds. It also came out on another label, a green label, DJM, I think, but under another name. I had it in the box. I'm like, well, which one do I play? And this was the cleaner copy, so I figured I'd play it. So we opened up from June 1970, Cool Heat on the Forward record label, Groovin with Mr. Blow. You're going to be grooving with Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening, so let's open up the vocal portion. We go to Philadelphia, PA, for this vocal quintet. Started back in the 1950s. They were originally named the Blue Notes, but by the mid-1960s they were known as Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, with only one original member of this group at this time, 1964. That was Bernard Williams. But this is their first release that came out as Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. The lead singer on this, his name is John Atkins. He's on lead. Let's go to October of 1964. It's on the Landa label out of Philadelphia. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes to open up tonight's show. It's called Get Out, parentheses. Doesn't say that, I say it. And Let Me Cry. Harold Melvin.
Just hung up the telephone. I've heard all about you. Your new boyfriend couldn't wait to tell me that you and I are through. Don't try to spare my feelings, just get out. Best to you. And what am I supposed to do?
we open up the vocal portion there with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. That's on the Landa record label out of Philadelphia, October 1964 release there. Get Out and Let Me Cry is the name of the tune. That is John Atkins, lead singer on that vocal there. And of course, in the 1970s, they would add Teddy Pendergrass. Had all those great releases on the Philadelphia International label. Lots of those records during the 1970s I bought when they came out, and they are in the Johnny G collection. Let us continue here now for this next singer as we go to Los Angeles, California. He was the lead singer of the 1950s vocal group The Medallions, recorded for the Dutone record label. You might be familiar with their debut single. Came out back in 1954 called The Letter. And this, his name is Vernon Green. Vernon Green. Now, he would continue to record into the 1960s with some great soulful releases on many different labels. And here's one on the Minute label, a tune written by his older brother, Jimmy Green. And actually, he kept the Medallions here, or maybe this is a revised Medallions, but it's Vernon Green and the Medallions from December 67. It's on the Minute record label. It's called Look at Me, Look at Me.
I told all my friends that I would never fall in love, and no one girl could ever make me a puppy love. My times have changed ever since I know you. Listen to me, darling, can't you see? My head's in a spin, but a bad shape I'm in. Look at me, look at me. I never believe that I can ever steal a kiss, and no one girl that I can ever miss. My heart times have changed ever since I learned your name. Listen to me, darling, can't you see? My head's in a spin, what a bad shape I'm in. Look at me, look at me. Ooh, girl, you got me spinning, yeah. Now what you gonna do? Yeah, I never did believe. No, I never did believe. No, that I can ever fall.
That's the great sound of Vernon Green and the Medallions there. That's from December 1967. He was singing back in 1954. That's on the Minute record label. Look at Me is the name of the tune. And we got to welcome Dave the Rave in our YouTube chat room. Dave, I sent you some emails today of the people. They really enjoyed the show. They really enjoyed our our back and forth and learning about our history together, etc. So it was really a good time. So Dave will be back here in the studio sometime in August. So stay tuned for that. But let's continue here. It's my All 60s edition. And up next, this group included Doc Green, Tommy Evans, Johnny Moore, and Charlie Hughes. Collectively, they were known as the Drapers. Now, not related to any other Drapers group, but they were all former members of the Drifters, and presumably their manager was Lover Patterson, but this was their only release. Came out on George Goldner's G record label, produced by Richard Barrett. Richard Barrett was the lead singer of the Valentinos, and listen to this song because it sounds like the Drifters. We go to December of 62 for the Drapers on the G label. It's called You Got to Look Up, the Drapers. Get it in the groove there. There you go.
You got to look up.
No, you can't keep a good man on the ground. No matter what you do, you can't keep him down. So when the going gets rough and it looks like the end, no matter where you turn and you can't find a friend, just remember when you're down, the only way is up. You got to look up. You gotta look up. When you do your best and everything goes wrong, well, you can pass life's test, boy, but you gotta be strong. So you plan your work and you try to work your plan. There'll be disappointments, but you take it like a man. Just remember when you're down, the only way is up. You got to look up. You gotta look up. Sometimes you feel you wanna give up. Don't you give up. You think misfortune follows you, but when you feel you can't go on, just remember the darkest hour is just before dawn. So if you have a dream and you want it to come true, turn your back on you. Well, don't just sit there and expect the best. Well, if you give it a try, fate will do the rest. Just remember when you're down, the only way is up. You got to look up. You gotta look up.
They sound like the Drifters. Sounds like Johnny Moore's on lead too there. That's the Drapers from December 62. It's on George Goldner's G Records. I don't know if he lost G Records by 1962. Maybe not. Because, you know, George Goldner was a big gambler and he had to give up his labels to the mob because he owed so much money for, I think, basically horse racing, I think. But there you go, the Drapers on the G record label. You Got to Look Up is the name of the tune. Let us continue here on the All 60s edition. And this next gal had two releases on the ABC Paramount record label, both arranged and conducted by Johnny Pate. Let's give a listen to her second. And they were both produced by Eddie Thomas. Now, Eddie was a member of the Daylighters, so I'm going to have to guess that she is out of Chicago. Let's go to July of 1965. Her name is Martha Jean Love. Martha Jean Love on the ABC Paramount record label. It's called Nice Guy.
When I give my heart not like before, because I don't want to be hurt anymore. Walk down the aisle, I'll walk down in style with my nice guy. Nice guy, nice guy. My father will be proud and my mother will smile for my nice guy. Nice guy, nice guy. I'll be so happy with him by my side. He's the kind of guy that can be my guy. I want a nice, 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 a nice guy, a real good guy. He's my kind of guy, a real swinging guy, a swinging, swinging guy.
That's the sound of Martha Jean. Let me tell you, I needed some water. I forgot my water to come up here. There you go. That is July 1965 release there. That is Martha Jean Love. And that is her second release on the ABC Paramount record label, song entitled Nice Guy. Johnny G's a nice guy, because tomorrow, let me tell you, I have it posted up on my YouTube wall. Now, tomorrow I'll be live here at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I wasn't able to finish my Saturday night show, so those of you that sent me requests from 1959 and after, those records will be played tomorrow, but I've added about 15 records to the program, so we're going to start off earlier with some early 50s stuff, but I think I'm starting with 1954 tomorrow. Didn't have time to do the 78 show. That'll be the following week. So I'll be on the next two Thursdays in the afternoon at 2 p.m. So I showed you that in Dorsers. I'm going to play some rare records in the first part of the program there. So you want to stay tuned for tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. We'll be on till about, 4:30 or so, I think, something like that. But then I'll be back Saturday also. So if you have any requests, not for tomorrow, but for next Saturday, I've received quite a few already. Got your request, Ronnie Sherman. So send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. But I'll be on tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. I got a dinner at 7, which is local here, so it should be good to see some alumni from my old company when I used to work for a company called Transamerica Leasing. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show, and let's go to Detroit, Michigan for this next group. They had 2 releases on the New York City-based Big Top record label. Their first charted nationally, a song called Misery. Some people may know that song, Misery. It was number 44 on Billboard, 40 on Cashbox. But the group included Fred Baker, Stiley Chaser, Samuel Stevenson, and George White, and they were known as the Dynamics. And this is from March of '64. I bought this from Doug Hanner's, had a set sale. Doug Hanner's was out in Texas. He used to be in charge of the Austin show in Texas. I never was there. I dealt with a lot of the dealers and collectors that went to that show, but I never was at the Austin show. Wish I should have been there, though. But let's give a listen to the Dynamics, March '64 on Big Top Records. It's called And That's a Natural Fact. Dynamics.
Why do you have to go? Thought you love me so. Why do you have to leave me? To bear this misery. Hey, I gotta get you back, and I'm doing that. Oh, and that's a natural fact. Oh, and that's a natural fact. Tell me, what can I do? What can I do? 'Cause I still love you. 'Cause I still love you. Oh, wish that I could die. But all I do is cry. Hey, I gotta get you back, and I do mean that. Oh, and that's a natural fact. Oh, and that's a natural fact. 'cause it means so much. Hey, hey, I gotta get you back, and I do mean that. Oh, and that's a natural fact. Oh, and that's a natural fact. Memories of you are gonna keep me blue. Maybe then someday, we'll be back to you. Hey, hey, I gotta get you back, and I do mean that. Oh, and that's a natural fact. Oh, and that's a natural fact.
That's a great sound by the Dynamics there, March 64. Their second release on the Big Top record label, and That's a Natural Fact is the name of the tune. They would have other releases on the RCA record label, and I might have played one of those not too long ago. Cotillion, I think, on Top 10 and other labels. Let's continue here. Fill a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This singer was a member of the 1950s vocal group The Dominoes, recorded for the Federal label, but in 1957 he went solo, recording for Brunswick Records. He would have about 67 releases on the Brunswick label through 1977. Let's give a listen to his 37th, as requested by Edmund Williams, and a song he wrote together with Alonzo Tucker and John Roberts. And this charted number 59 on Billboard. It was number 25 on the R&B chart, and it was a big number 3 record if you were tuned into WRBD in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for Edmund Williams. Jackie Wilson from June 65 on the Brunswick label. It's called No Pity, parentheses, in the Naked City, for Edmund.
There's no pity in the naked city, yeah. When you're all alone and all your hard-earned money's gone, there just ain't no pity. There's no pity. No, 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 in the naked city, yeah. New York City. Help me now. You go walking down Broadway, watching people catch the subway. Take it from me, don't ask for a helping hand, 'cause no one will understand. There's no pity, yeah, yeah. Now, bright lights will find you, and they will mess you around. Let me tell you, millions will watch you. Have mercy now, as you sink right down to the ground.
That's a by request for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat. That's a great sound of, excuse me, Jackie Wilson. Jackie Wilson, that's his 37th release on the Brunswick label, song entitled No Pity in the Naked City from June of 1965. Now, Edmund also requested the flip side of the 45, as he often does here on the Vinyl Treasures show. This tune, again, written by Jackie Wilson and also Alonzo Tucker. And this charted also in Fort Lauderdale. This was a number 3 record on WRBD in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The same. So wait a minute. Both sides were played, Charlene, on that? Well, you know, that happens. You know, when you look at the charts and they have that little slash, that means they're playing both sides of the record. Now, this side is more up-tempo from June of 1965. Let's give a listen to Jackie Wilson, the flip side of No Pity in the Naked City. It's called I'm So Lonely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey. Lonely teardrops on my pillow keep on falling all night long. Come on, help me sing the song. Lonely teardrops on my pillow keep on falling all night long. One more time. Lost my baby, all my money, so downhearted I could die. Think I'll take it from the beginning without a warning. Oh, but early morning she went away and left me to sing the blues. Yeah, now I find no peace of mind, and I'm worried, baby, all the time. Hey, yeah, yeah, all right, yeah. Hey.
There you go, by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, the sound of Jackie Wilson. We heard the A-side, No Pity in the Naked City. That's the B-side to his 37th release on the Brunswick label, I'm So Lonely, from June 1965. Johnny G is your Wednesday evening DJ here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. It's our first show of the week. If you're new to the program, just finding out about Johnny G, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're listening to, and click that bell to get all notifications. You have to definitely click it. You can't just click the bell. You got to click the drop down so you get an email when Johnny G goes live. I don't know why it doesn't go out. Some people say they never get the email. I always get the email. Maybe Charlene, I think you get the email too, but some people don't. Fred doesn't get the email, he says. But anyway, let us continue here. And let's go out to California to Lou Bedell's Era record label. This is a duet. They're called the Soulmates, and the Soulmates were Brenda Holloway and Robert Jackson. Now, Robert Jackson is the brother of singer Gloria Jones, and I think I played Tainted Love. Was it last week I played Tainted Love by Gloria Jones? And of course, you know Brenda Holloway. She went on to record for the Motown record label, has some great records during her career, and also on MGM records too, by the way. But this received a lot of airplay on KQV in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was a big number 20 record there. Let's go to October of 1963 for the Soulmates, a.k.a. Robert Jackson and Brenda Holloway. On Era Records, it's called I Want a Boyfriend, parentheses, or I Want a Girlfriend. The Soulmates.
I want a boyfriend to call my very own, and I want a boyfriend so I won't be alone, to squeeze me tight every night. I want to know that I want a boyfriend. I want a girlfriend to call my very own. I want a girlfriend so I won't be alone, to love me true when I am blue. Oh, don't you know I want a girlfriend? Yeah, 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 yeah. I could have the boy of my dreams to fill my empty heart. Oh, if I could find a girl who loved me too, it would make my dreams come true. I want a boyfriend to call my very own. I want a boyfriend so I won't be alone, to squeeze me tight every night. Why don't you know that I want a boyfriend? I want a
They're called the Soulmates. The Soulmates there from October 63 on the Era record label. I Want a Boyfriend, parentheses, Girlfriend. And they are Brenda Holloway and Robert Jackson. Let's head to Chicago now. Let's give a listen to the younger brother of Jerry Butler. That would be Billy Butler. He had 7 releases on the OK record label. This is his 3rd release. It's a song that he wrote. It's produced by Carl Davis and Curtis Mayfield. This one arranged by Johnny Pate. We heard Johnny Pate arrange that a song we heard by Martha Jean Love. And he's here with his group called The Chanters. This is from July of 1964. Billy Butler and The Chanters. We'll send it out to Miami Santi in the Oldies and More chat room there. Billy Butler and the Chanters on OK Records. It's called Can't Live Without Her.
I wonder if my baby really loves me. I wonder if my baby places no one above me. Though sometimes she makes There's nothing I can do, 'cause I just can't live without her. I just can't live without her. I wonder if my baby really cares, yeah. I wonder if my baby would really, really dare to leave. Oh yeah. I've heard what they say about her, but I don't care what they say. I'll love her anyway, 'cause I just can't live without her. I just can't live without her. Once she left me all alone, I pretended I was glad that she was gone. I said that in a day or two I'd find someone I love more than you. But even while I was asleep, into my dreams she would creep. And I don't care what they say, care what they about her. Baby, I just can't live without her. I say I just can't live without her. Now listen to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause my baby really, really loves me.
Yeah, we'll also send that one out to Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat. And that's Chicago Soul at its best. Billy Butler and the Chanters there from July 1964 for Miami Sante, and for Leonard Mancini, Can't Live Without Her is the name of the tune. That's on the OK record label, and this charted number 22 on that WVON station up in Chicago, Illinois. The other releases would follow for this group on Brunswick, Mercury, Pride, Memphis, and the MGM record label. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show, and this group out of Detroit. We heard a lot of D groups tonight. These are the Dramatics out of Detroit. This is on the Cracker Jack label. Cracker Jack Records, a subsidiary of Sue Records. We go to September of 1963. It features Harry Lee Gates on lead. The Dramatics on Cracker Jack. It's called Toy Soldier.
Right now,
September 1963 release there for the Dramatics. Dramatics on the Crackerjack record label. Lee Gates, wait, Harry Lee Gates on lead there. Toy Soldier is the name of the tune. Dave the Ray, remember when I got that record off of eBay? We used to buy from that guy out in Colorado. Was a buy it now. I don't know what it was. I was home, and he just, as the records were being listed for set sale, I was there just waiting for every record that he listed. I ended up getting like an Ann Kirk record on Dot for like $6, and this record was like $5. So I told Dave, I said, "Hey Dave, you have this record by the Dramatics?" I think he paid a little bit more than I did for the Dramatics 45. But anyway, we just heard a Toy Soldier by the Dramatics. How about we go to the Toy Label? And this is a group out of Waco, Texas. They formed while they were all attending G.W. Carver High School. Now, this trio of gals consisted of Paula Hardin, Samantha Harris, and the lead singer of this group. Her name was Annie Johnson Alexander. And this is this was picked up by Loma Records for national distribution, but it first came out on the Toy Label. And believe it or not, this is a cover tune. This was first recorded by Linda Burns on the Titex label in October of 1965, but this was released in February of 66. They were called the Dolls, and there is a what is that what is the name of that show down south? Haas. Dave spoke about it on Sunday. The disc jockey from down south, Haas. I forget his name, but he had a show that's they're on DVDs. You can get the DVDs, and they're singing this on that show. It's nice. It's cool because it's in color. I think I ended up buying all the videos of it, but they're called the Haas Allen. There you go, Haas Allen. Thank you, Avatar. The Beat is the name of that's right, it's called The Beat, as Johnny G loses his mind. This is from February 66. The Dolls that perform this on The Beat. It's on the Toy Label, the first label. It's called The Reason Why.
I can see that you love now.
They're called the Dolls. The Dolls there from February 1966. That record produced by Dale Hawkins features Ann Johnson Alexander on lead. That was on Hoss Allen. They performed that on Hoss Allen's The Beat Show. Down South. The Reason Why is the name of the tune, first issued on the Toy label. You may have it on the Loma label from February 65. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's tuned into the program down in Mexico, but he requested this group out of Newport News, Virginia. They were discovered performing in local nightclubs, and they had several releases on the small local independent labels, but here's one they had on a label called Solitaire, which was out of Williamsburg, Virginia. This is produced by Don Folletti. Yes, Don Folletti. That comes into my chat room from time to time. And of course, Don Folletti did a lot in the early 1960s with lots of the vocal groups that people don't know, and I learned this from Bill Olb, and also he was Don Folletti, also associated with the Relic Rack, originally in New Jersey, and sells on eBay too. He's got auctions on eBay, but he produced this record with Bill Mercer, and it was Don Folletti and Eddie Grice. They own also the Relic record label, and Don was attending, I think, William and Mary at the time, and he paid and produced the session with his partner Bill Mercer, and they recorded this at Edgewater Studio in Washington, D.C., and Cashbox gave this a 4-star rating. This charted number 23 on WRAP in Norfolk, Virginia. This is by request for Adrian Viterbo from November 63. Let's give a listen to Roy Hines and the Cobanas on Solitaire Records. It's called I Can Live. This is for Adrian. I don't like this. I gotta make this needle heavier. There you go.
My darling, you'll never know the sleepless nights that I've spent knowing that the love I possess for you is stronger than that of Venus, and as wealthy as a treasure of Fort Knox. I can live without the stars. I can live without the sea. But I can't live without your love anymore. Please come back to me. I want you, I need you, I love you so. You're mine for now and forever. Evermore. I can live without diamonds and pearls. I can live, maybe I don't have to be the Duke of Earl, but I can't live without your love anymore. Don't make me live without all of your sweet loving, baby. Baby, don't take your love away from me, mama. Baby, don't make me cry no more. I gotta have all of your sweet loving. Don't take your love away from me, baby. I need all of your sweet love.
Johnny G getting caught here, folks. I'll show you those labels. Yes, Clay, I did play the Dramatics label. Dramatics song. Wait, was it the Dramatics or Dynamics? Because those songs were played. You can backtrack there, though. You can go back and you can listen to the back tape there. It's there. You can do that, by the way, with YouTube there. So if you go back into the program, it will allow you to go back and listen right away. But anyway, there you go. That's going out to Adrian Viterbo there, November 63. That's Roy Hines and the Cobanas. It's on the Solitaire record label. I Can Live is the name of the tune. And this record was pressed by K Records, Kaye Records in Little Ferry, New Jersey. There you go. Let's continue here on the 60s edition. Johnny G spinning my 1960s Soul 45s. Again, if you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And up next, this gal out of Los Angeles. She made her debut when she was 14 years old on the Skyla label. That was in 1961 with a song called Happy Teenager. But she continued with releases through the 1960s, well, into the 1970s, recorded for labels such as SAR, DCP International, Bell, Capitol, Romar. I think her last singles came out on Roxbury Records, but here's one she did in the late 60s on the Ranwood record label. Now, Ranwood Records was owned by Randy Wood, and that's after he sold Dot Records. He started this label called Ranwood, and what's on this label that was a big hit? Those of you that remember a day soap opera called Dark Shadows, the theme from, I think Quentin's theme was a big hit on this Ranwood record label, and there's a whole lot of pop stuff with orchestras and whatnot, which I have in my collection, believe it or not. But there was this cool record here by Linda Carr, a tune co-written by Barry White. Yes, Barry White co-wrote this tune from April 68. Let's give a listen to Linda Carr on the Ranwood label. It's called In My Life. That backbeat reminds me of a Motown record by the Supremes. Somebody said that. Lenny, did you say that in the chat room there? Somebody did, but that's a great tune there by by Linda Carr. Linda Carr, April 1968, release on the Ranwood record label. In My Life is the name of the tune, co-written by Barry White. Yes, I'm still looking for that song that Barry White does on, what is that yellow label, Dave the Rave? The Avant? No. I'm losing my mind. Faro Records. It's the Atlantics. I think it's the Atlantics on the Faro label. I saw that in the collection. It was a lot of money, Dave. That's why I didn't buy it. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening. We're here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Thank you all for being here. Hope you're enjoying the tunes here tonight as we continue. And let's go to Philadelphia here with... Wait, what's this say, Charlene? This group from Philadelphia, this group, I think what this was meant here is that this group included Lloyd Parks, who was in Harold Melvin's and the Blue Notes that recorded for the Landa label, unless he's the lead singer. I can't tell from this, but this charted number 18 on WDAS in Philadelphia, and I paid a little bit of money for this record. I didn't get this one. This one I didn't find in the dollar for a quarter. I bought this from Barry Schultz, so it's not so pricey, but it wasn't. Let's just say it wasn't cheap, okay? But anyway, it's from February '68. They're called the Emanons. The Emanons on the Filet of Soul record label. The song is called One Heart. Philly Soul Ballads here on the All 60s edition from February 68 on the Filet of Soul record label. Those are the Emanons called One Heart. Now, I wonder, there was a group called the No Names that recorded for the Guidon record label. I wonder if that was them, because there was an Emanons group that recorded in the 1950s. So I don't know if this is the same group or not, but they recorded for... I don't know, maybe Frank, maybe if they are the same group, because they recorded on Josie Records and also on, I think on G Records, if I'm not mistaken. But there was a group called the No Names that did a song called Love in 1964 or 63 for Guidon Records. I wonder if that might have been them, but I don't know. As we continue here, no, not the same group. Thank you, Frank, for that. As we continue here, let's go backtrack here to that Linda Carr record, as I can do instant requests here on the show. So if you see something that I'm playing the other side of, or the other side is a song you like, you just tell me in the chat room. Charlene will IM me, or somebody will see me. Charlene IM me. I didn't see Dave's comment to flip over the Linda Carr record. We're going to hear the flip side of that. An instant request for my special guest of last Sunday evening, Dave the Rave. Let's flip over that April 68 release on Brandwood Records by Linda Carr, In My Life. You get this tune. It's called I Feel Love Coming On. This is for Dave the Rave in our YouTube chat room.
I don't need heartache, I don't
That is an instant request for listener Dave the Rave in our YouTube chat. And that's Linda Carr. We heard the that was the intended A side, a song called "I Feel Love Coming On." We played the B side of the 45 initially, "In My Life" from April of 1968. The great Linda Carr on the Ranwood record label. This next singer, he's from Nashville, Tennessee. You may know his biggest hit from 1966 called "Sunny." And he has some very good sides that he recorded for the Phillips label. My favorite by him is a song called "Love, Love, Love." And I know those of you that like the Northern Soul tunes, that is also a good one too. But I don't know how this song ended up, or this record came out on the Scepter label, because I think at this time, with this release in September of 66, he was under contract with Phillips Records. So, whatever, but it's a song he wrote. We go to September of 66 for Mr. Bobby Hebb. Bobby Hebb on the Scepter label. It's called "I Love Mary."
Too. I can't go steady with both of them. What am I gonna do? Wonder if they love me too. I'll tell Mary, honey, I love you. Now that's the decent thing to do, but I kinda go for Agnes too. Wonder if she loves me too. It's such a pain to love, it is, and such pains end in tears. Of all pains the greatest pain, loving both but all in vain. I'll tell Mary, I'll tell Agnes too. Every inch of me is a king. Kissing is the thing to do. Then they'll come and love me true. It's such a pain to love, it is, and such pains end in tears. Of all pains the greatest pain, loving both but all in vain. Here comes Mary, here comes Agnes too. As I said hi, they just passed me by, as if they hadn't even heard, 'cause they never said a mumbling word. 'Cause they never said a mumbling word.
September 66 release there for Bobby Hebb. It's on the Scepter record label. They must have had that one hanging around. He must have recorded for either a subsidiary of Scepter Records. "I Love Mary" is the name of that tune. Let us continue here. We stay in 1966 with this dancer, singer, actress, and sex symbol of the 1960s and early 70s. She was also the younger sister of WCBS FM disc jockey Dick Heatherton, who I used to listen to in the early 1970s here in New York City, but she is best known for her TV appearances and her unforgettable films. I'm saying that jokingly, of course, but still. I think she was in the movie My Blood Runs Cold from 1965 and 1977. I don't know why I wrote down 4-star movie, but maybe Dave the Rave, you saw this movie, The Happy Hooker Goes to Washington. Maybe you saw that one, Dave the Rave. But she recorded some really good 45's during her singing career on Choral, Decca, and MGM. Now, here's one she did on MGM with actually an all-star of writers. As the writers on this were David White, Johnny Madera, Leon Huff, and Len Barry, and arranged by Jimmy the Whiz Wisner. So let's go to May of 1966 and give a listen to Joey Heatherton. Joey Heatherton on Decca Records. It's called When You Call Me Baby. Joey Heatherton. There you go, Joey. Click refresh. Hold on a second. Got to tell the listeners. Click refresh if the thing is buffering there, because sometimes it does. But anyway, there you go. That's Joey Heatherton from May 1966. Something's odd with this. Is a mint record, but just doesn't seem to play well. This is possible because it was pressed either way at the beginning or at the end, because usually the Deccas play pretty nice. And this is a promo too. Somebody put a date here of May 21st of 1966. But that's called When You Call Me Baby. Let's flip the record over here, because I got to note that the flip side is good too. But that one, it's like something's odd with the grooves here. I bought this from Greg too, by the way. This is another, this side written by Johnny Madera, David White, and William Carl, and produced by Johnny Madera and arranged again by Jimmy the Whiz Wisner. Let's flip over When You Call Me Baby by Joey Heatherton. It's called Live and Learn.
It's too late when you discover you can't tell a book by its cover. One heartache leads to another. Live and learn. Too bad we find out the
See, I think it's the press on this is what I do. I think it's the press because, I mean, I don't have, it's, even if you played it with a bad needle, I mean, on the vinyl, it's not like it was gouged out. It's, sometimes these, I'm telling you, the beginnings and the ends of the RCAs are not good. Maybe it was played, you might be right, maybe it was played with a heavy needle. It's possible, but it's a shame. I'll have to look for another copy of that record. But there you go. You're the A and B side of from May 1966. Joey Heatherton. When You Call Me Baby was the first side. It's on deck, and then Live and Learn. I didn't know. I think I have that. Leonard Mancini mentions Leslie Gore does that also, and I think she was an item with Johnny Madera, probably at this time too. By the way. But I don't know. She's still around. I think she became a recluse or something. But again, that's Joey Heatherton. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This singer from Clarksdale, Mississippi, signed with Don Robey's Duke Records back in 1954. His real name was Herman Parker Jr., but he recorded as Little Junior Parker. And his, what is this? His last R&B hit was a song called 5 Long Years. That was in 1959 on the Duke record label. But let's give a listen to his 17th of 18. And this is a song, well, actually, In the Dark is not the first one. No, this is, sorry, Charlene, you got them backwards. This song charted number 1. Let's because she's got it to the flip side here. But this is the B side of the 45, which charted number 1 on KDIA in Oakland, California. So I don't know if he wrote this side, but did he? Yes, he did. It says Parker. So he wrote this side. So this is a side he wrote here, September 61. This is for Edmund Williams. He requested both sides of his 17th release on the Duke label, Little Junior Parker. It's called How Long Can This Go On, for Edmund Williams.
How long since my baby been gone? I just got back in town and I was looking around for the girl I knew. Hey, 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 doctor, tell me what to do. He said, son, I'm gonna tell you what to do. I give her plenty loving and $1 or 2. And make her feel good, like a woman should. Somebody tell me, what am I gonna do? I ain't got no job, not $1 or 2. So I'm going to my friend, hey, 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 just to see what he can lend. I'm gonna get slick, hey, 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 and get myself another chick. How long? How long? How long? How long?
There you go. That's by request for a listener, Edmund Williams. September 61 release for Little Junior Parker. It's on Don Robey's Duke record label, How Long Can This Go On? He also requested the flip side of the record. So let's flip it over here. You get to hear the A and the B side. Get it on there. There you go. So this is the flip side here. This was his 17th release from September 61. Little Junior Parker on Duke Records. The song is called In the Dark for Edmund Williams.
I heard you was out high as you could be, kissing another fella, and you know it wasn't me. That ain't right. No, 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 that ain't right. What goes on in the dark will soon come to light. They say you whisper low and spending all of my dough. You told that fella things you never told me before. That ain't right. No, 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 that ain't right. What goes on in the dark will soon come to light. Just you wait and see, baby, you realize the way you treat me, that ain't right. No, 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 that ain't right. What goes on in the dark will soon come to light.
September 61 release there for Little Junior Parker. That's requested by Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. I'm going to send this one out also to Dennis Fluharty. I know he likes the blues. There you go, In the Dark. From September 61 on Duke Records. We heard the flip side also, How Long Can This Go On? Well, this can go on till midnight. We'll do a little bit of overtime here. I got to do that show tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m., but that's going to be a killer show because I got some rarities in the beginning of the program. So stay tuned for Johnny G tomorrow at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be back with 1950s and early 60s. But we are in the soul 60s now. Let's go to this group from Richmond, Virginia, recorded for the local Phantom record label. And I couldn't really tie down an exact release date on this. So you listeners can be the judge. And one book says 1974. Well, I don't know about 1974. And I think 45 Cat has this as March of 69. But they're called The Disciples of Soul. The Disciples of Soul. And it's a pretty cool tune. I think it sounds more like late 60s. But let's give it a spin here. The Disciples of Soul on Phantom Records. It's called That's the Way Love Goes.
Well,
break your heart. This you have known, baby, known from the very start that I'd hate to make you cry. But now, darling, we have got to say goodbye. That's the way love is gonna go. That's the way love is gonna go. Get out of my life. Love is gonna go. 'Cause you're out of my heart. Love is gonna go. We had such good times. Oh, you started playing around. You always thought that I'd never put you down. So now you say you need me too. But no more, darling, do I want this kind of love from you. That's the way love is gonna go. That's the way love is gonna go. Get out of my life. Love is gonna go. 'Cause you're out of my heart. Love is gonna go. So now you say you need me too. But no more, darling, do I want this kind of love from you. That's the way love is gonna go. That's the way love is gonna go. Get out of my life. Love is gonna go. 'Cause you're out of my heart. Love is gonna go. Get out of my life.
I have to say late 60s for that, so maybe 45 Cat is right. Well, March 69 sounds like it could be right. They're called the Disciples of Soul. They are out of Richmond, Virginia. It's on the Phantom label, also local to Richmond, Virginia. That's the Way Love Goes is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your Wednesday night disc jockey here on Oldies and More Radio. Thank you all those tuned in on Oldies and More, also live on the YouTube. There's been a little bit of buffering. We have a big thunderstorm passing by here, so that will affect my Wi-Fi. But let us continue here, and we go to New York City for this girl group, this trio. They had 3 releases on the Rama record label, and the let me see here. Well, wait a second. They were called the Joy Tones. They recorded for Rama Records. And this is from February of 65. Now, the lead singer when they were on Rama was Vicky Burgess, but she has since left. The other 2 gals were Margaret Moore and Lynn Middleton. But they had a new lead... wait, no. The lead on this is Lynn Middleton. Okay. I guess, Charlene, because in lieu of me playing the Joy Tones on the 50s show on Rama and also the records on Central that Vicky Burgess did, that's why this write-up says all that, which I don't want to say. But we go to February of 65. Let's give a listen to the Joy Tones. This is on Coed Records. I paid $6 for this record, I think. I don't know where, but a tune written by Al Stewart and Tony Middleton, Coed Records, and I think she did this at UGH, or somebody sang this at UGHA. It would have to be her. It would have to be the Lynn Middleton. She did it. February 65, the Joy Tones on Coed. This Love, parentheses, That I'm Giving You. The Joy Tones.
this love, baby. This love, this love, this love.
February 1965 there for the Joy Tones on the Co-Ed record label. This Love, parentheses, that I'm giving you is the name of the tune. That's Lynn Middleton on lead. Frank Shingaro goes on to mention that they recorded for the Reno label, I think in 61, as the Highlights. And then Mark mentioned that this is on another label, which I think he said Cap Records, I think, as the up above here, reissued on Cap Records by the Love Potion. Okay, so, and then Daryl Letts mentions in the chat room he likes the flip side of this record, so we can do an instant request here. This flip side is called I Wanna Party Some More, a tune written by Billy Dawn Smith. Okay, Billy Dawn Smith wrote the flip side. So let's play this, an instant request for Daryl Letts in our chat room there. It's called I Wanna Party Some More. These are the Joy Tones.
I wanna party some more. I wanna party some more.
The party's over. I haven't danced with you. I just don't know, dear.
Don't know
Where the time went to. I know if we had another hour, I'd be in your arms. I wanna party some more.
I wanna party some more.
The night is ending. Don't let it end this way. Don't put off for tomorrow. What we can do today. I feel if they played another record, your lips would kiss mine. I wanna party some more.
I wanna party some more.
Gee, why didn't you come over? I saw the look in your eyes. Well, I wish you would have done something to take me from those other guys. The dawn is breaking. Why did we take so long? Let's find another party before the whole night's gone. Well, I know as long as we're together, it'll be a party time. I wanna party some more. Ooh, I wanna party some more. Hey, Lynn. I heard there's another party around the corner. You going? Yeah. Get your man and let's make it, honey.
Yeah, call the lawyers on that one there. It sounds like a Supremes a little bit. There's some tidbits in there. It sounds like Come See About Me. I think somebody mentioned that in the chat room there. That's an instant request for listener Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room from February 65. Those are the Joy Tones. That's the flip side of This Love That I'm Giving You on the Co-Ed label. It's called I Wanna Party Some More. And we're going to party some more here on the Vinyl Treasure Show as we continue. And up next, this singer originally from Dunleith, Mississippi, but he relocated up to Chicago, Illinois. He was discovered by Joe Armstead, who loved his voice and had him record in Detroit for her Gamma label, which started taking off locally and would get picked up for national distribution by the label I have it on, Review Records. And it's his debut single, his first of three on Review. Let's give a listen to Garland Green. Garland Green from September 67. It's called It Rained 40 Days and Nights. Garland Green.
cloudy and my lonely nights are gray. So much trouble all around me in a world where I must stay. Even when I rest lay down my wearied head, my pillow gets soaking wet and so does my bed. And it rains 40 days and nights. Oh, it rains 40 days and nights from my eyes, baby, from my eyes. Everywhere I go, I tell you, people stop and stare. They point me out and say, look at that poor fool there. And it rained 40 days and nights. Oh, it kept on raining 40 days and nights from my eyes, from my eyes. Kept on raining teardrops, baby, from my eyes.
There you go. That is Garland Green from September 67. That's his first of three on the Review label. It Rained 40 Days and Nights is the name of the tune. We're going to flip this 45 over with an instant request for listener Mark Speck. Now, David mentioned it, David Seiberg in chat, that his biggest hit came out on Uni Records called Jealous Kind of Fella, but he would have other releases on the Cotillion label, also Spring, and I think RCA. But let's flip over his first single on the Review. First came out on the Gamma label, but picked up by Review Records. This charted number 14 on WVON in Chicago. Again, written and produced by Joe Armstead. September 67. Instant requests for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Garland Green on Review. It's called Girl I Love.
Got a kind of a feeling I've never had before. Seem to say from within me, you won't be alone anymore. Kind of a feeling that you just can't hide. The kind of a feeling that can't be denied. And I love you. Girl, I love you. Listen to me, will you? After so many nights, it's been hard being alone. At last I've got someone I love to call my own. Sweet little thing, just a little bit shy. You got the kind of love that money won't buy. And I love you, yes I do. Girl, I love you. Oh, baby, it's alright. It's gonna be alright. Listen to me one more time. After so many nights being alone, it's too hard. At last I've got someone I love to call my own. Oh, girl, I love you. Girl, I love you. I wanna tell you now.
Oh, that's a great tune there. That is a killer tune. I wish I had it in better shape. Beggars can't be choosy when you find a record for 10 cents. There you go. That's the great sound of Garland Green by request for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room, September 67. Is it Girl I... Yeah, it's Girl, I Love You. You got to add a U there, Charlene. We copied it wrong. Girl, I Love You is the name of the tune. It's on the Review record label, first on the Gamma label. You know, the Joe Armstead penned tunes with the artists are excellent. So that's like a thing you should look for. I look for it when I used to buy 50s. When I used to buy 50s, because I was, I first started collecting vocal group harmony, although I was always into soul music, because my aunt, who graduated high school in 1961, she continued to buy records into her 50s. You tell me how many adults. Well, I'm not going to say there's no adults that don't buy records into their 50s. Oh, look, I'm 60. I'm going to be 66 in September. I'm still buying records, but I'm talking about new records that were coming out at the time, which was so cool because she was there from the start of the beginning of R&B and rock and roll and all the music that was being played. So she was listening to it, as is Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room also, buying the records as they came out, and she gravitated into soul, but she always listened to her 50s records too. And she was an unusual teenager because she would babysit for a couple dollars, and she found the local jukebox distributor that would go around the local town and put the records in the jukeboxes. So he would sell these 45's out of his car, and she would buy 25 45's for $2. And you didn't know what you got. Like, she'd get like 3 copies of a Temptations record in there potentially, because he wasn't he was just putting them in when he was taking them out of these jukeboxes. And I tried to contact him sometime when I started going to school, when I went to Pace University. I tried to contact him because I wanted to buy all of his records. So, but he has since passed away, so I missed out on that. But she would because then she became a cashier. She wanted to be a beautician, but she became a cashier. She worked in the General Motors plant in the cafeteria. So she would come home with boxes of records, and she'd say, "Johnny, I brought some records here. Let's listen to them." So we would and they'd be all mixture of anything. All mixtures. And when she was a teenager, she had about 900. That's not 900 records in your collection for someone that's not making any money. I mean, babysitting is in high school. That's a lot of records. Because if you go to these flea markets and whatnot, no matter what year, and you see that, somebody has like a little record box of 50 records, or maybe they have 2. But if they were really into music, when you're walking up to their booth and they got lots of record boxes there, then you're going to have a find. And that's always cool, I say. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. And here's let's go to the Dimension record label out of New York City. Dimension Records, known for Little Eva and the Cookies. There's some great records on that label, But best known for Little Eva and the Cookies. But this song was not a hit. It was recorded in Los Angeles, California, written by an LA-based songwriter and owner of the Pamela Pam label, Jim Aguirre. And he was also a disc jockey and a producer. Well, the other guy, I should say, the other writer, was a disc jockey and producer from Venezuela known as Trujillo. Okay, it's from March of '65. Let's give a listen to Patty Livingston. Patty Livingston from March '65 on Dimension Records. It's called "I've Got My Baby."
She ain't got what I got. She ain't got my baby. She's the greatest, she's the latest.
Coughing here with the mic on. I shouldn't do that. That's Patti Livingston. Patti Livingston from March 1965. That's on the Dimension record label. I've Got My Baby is the name of the tune. I remember that was a cool record there. I used to buy a lot on eBay, but I stopped because I don't want to pay the sales tax. I think it's like ridiculous. You know, if I'm going to bid $1,000 on a 45, I got to pay that sales tax. I don't like it. I'm so used to them incorporating the sales tax into my prices. Call me spoiled as we continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room, as this label affiliated with Phoebe Records out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but they did have offices in Hollywood, California too. And the label's called Sonic Records. This was also issued, Morris Levy put this out on Roulette Records, and I think when you sent it to me, Leonard, you mentioned Roulette, but I have the first press of this. This group included Jerry Hilton, Cleveland Martin, James Mitchell, Earl Thompson, and Robert Thompson. Collectively, they were known as the Rhythm Rascals, and I think this is the B-side or not. We have the B-side here. But again, I mentioned it would be picked up by Morris Levy's Roulette record label. This is the first press on Sonic Records. It says BB Boy Butch. I don't know who is Cleveland Butch Martin. Anyway, what does that have to do with this? Oh, it's with BB Boy Butch. Whoever. April 66 for Leonard Mancini. Let's give a listen to the Rhythm Rascals on the first label, Sonic Records. It's called Why Do You Have to Go for Leonard?
Why wanna die, 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 baby. Lord, my tears I can't shed. I won't live without you, darling. Tell me, baby, baby, I love you so bad now. I wanna die, die, baby. All these teardrops I have on you, baby, I'm gonna cry, 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 baby. Ooh, help me, I'm so weak.
That sounds like, that reminds me of like a Billy Stewart record, maybe. There you go for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat, the Rhythm Rascals from April 1966 on the Sonic label. That is the first press Sonic Records. You also can get it on the Roulette record label. Why Do You Have to Go is the name of the tune. Now, Mark says this group is from Cleveland, Charlene. I don't know. Is it from Cleveland? But I don't know. Charlene's got here that they're from Los Angeles, California, and this is their first release that came out on the Uptown record label. But maybe they did go to Cleveland after this. I don't know. But the entire group gets writer credit on this, and so let's see here if Gibson is a writer. Yes, Gibson is a writer. So, and that's John Gibson, supposedly, is the lead singer on this. This is arranged by George Tipton, produced by Eddie Ray. This is from August 65. Let's give a listen to The Intentions. The Intentions on the Uptown record label. It's called Cool Summer Night.
Blowing up on a cool summer night, I went walking alone. I was looking for a girl to call my own. Here's nothing, I think I'm there with my clothes and wavy hair and the big the land. And I asked her to be mine forevermore. Oh, yes, I did. And what's that need? Holding hands. I said she left me for another man. And being out the land. Being out for the man. Both noise on leave. Calling me go now. Now come on, pretty baby. Well now, I love you. Baby, take the whole world of you. Oh, no, 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 back. Baby, come on back home.
That's the debut single for The Intentions there from August 1965. It's called Cool Summer Night. Came out on the Uptown record label. That's a subsidiary of Tower Records. And I think they have one more release that came out on Kent Records in 1966 before they changed their name to the Inspirations recording for the Breakthrough record label. But let's flip this 45 over because I think the flip side of this is also good. Let me see the writer here. Yeah, all the group members all get writer credit on this. So let's flip this over here. Okay, this is the flip side here of the Intentions on Uptown Records from August 65. The song is called Time. One word. Time. Time.
Time can make a wall crumble. Years can make a city stumble. But while our hearts are young and gay, let our love go on this way. It's written down in history that time can destroy. We'll always be together, moments to enjoy. I'll always love you. Together we will be. No matter how long, forever, eternally. We have a lifetime ahead of us. We'll build a paradise. Loving each other. Just as long as there's life. It's written down in history that time can destroy. We'll always be together, moments to enjoy. I'll always love you. Together we will be. No matter how long, forever, eternally. We have a lifetime ahead of us. We'll build a paradise. Loving each other. Just as long as there's life.
August 65 release, The Intentions. The Intentions, their debut single on the Uptown record label Cool Summer Night, we heard prior to this. And the flip side there, a song entitled Time. We have time, another hour to go here on the Vinyltreasure show. Now, let's go to 1966 now with this singer, signed with Epic Records in 1954. He would have his biggest hit in 1955, a song called Unchained Melody, but he put out a lot of material on the Epic record label, and two more big hits he would have for Epic in 1958, Don't Let Go, and then I think in 1961, You Can Have Her, but he recorded on other labels. Now, after he left Epic, I think he was on MGM, and then he was on the RCA record label. And here's one on RCA, a song he wrote. And this was one that Spence messed up on. Not that I knew about it at the time, but it just sounded good. And I paid $8 for this 45, arranged by Leroy Glover. And this charted regionally. This was a number 21 on WJMO. That's a great station out of Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to September of 66 and give a listen to Roy Hamilton. Roy Hamilton on the RCA record label. It's called Crackin' Up Over You.
Just another fool, aching and heart, shaking inside, tearing apart. Baby, I'm cracking up over you, cracking up over you, aching and heart, tearing apart over you. Yeah. Just another fool, hurting inside.
is a cool tune, I have to say, by Roy Hamilton, September 1966 on the RCA record label, Crackin' Up Over You. I have to check for that other one Mark Speck mentions. And it was who was it in the chat room there that mentioned David? David mentioned that we lost this man too soon. He died of a stroke on July 20th of 1969. He was only 40 years old, but we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Now, sometimes, you know, Johnny G plays hits here on the Vinyl Treasures show, but I know that my girlfriend Barbara loves this song, and so do I. So I'm going to send this one out to her, and well, this isn't on a vinyl press because I have this multiple ways. But the promos play so much better, even on the styrene side of the of this 45. So this is my favorite song by this artist born Johnny Ramastella, who had about 10 songs that made the national top 10, and lots of releases from the beginning, starting back in 1957 or 58. This one made it up to number 6 on Cashbox, 3 on Billboard, and is my favorite by him. Of course, it was first done by the Four Tops. It was a big hit for the Four Tops, but this one produced by Lou Adler, and this is on Imperial Records from January 67. Let's give a listen to Johnny Rivers on Imperial with his rendition of the tune, Baby, I Need Your Lovin'.
Baby, I need your lovin'. Baby, I need your loving. Although you're never near, your voice I often hear. Another day, another night, I long to hold you tight, 'cause I'm so lonely. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Some say it's a sign of weakness for a man to beg. Then weak I'd rather be, if it means having you to keep. 'Cause lately I've been losing sleep. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Every night I call your name. Sometimes I wonder, girl, will I ever be the same? When you see me smile, you know things are just getting worse. Any smile you might see, baby, has all been rehearsed. Baby, I can't go on without you. This loneliness won't let me live without you. This emptiness inside me, baby, makes me feel happy. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Oh, I need your loving. Got to have all your
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there from January 1967. That's Johnny Rivers' version of the Four Tops tune, Baby I Need Your Lovin'. It's on the Imperial record label. The Copyright Police leaving Johnny G alone for a reason. I don't know. They're just leaving me alone. That is a good thing. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasures Show. And we'll play the flip side. We'll send it out to Avatar in our YouTube chat room. And this group is from girl group is from Jersey City, New Jersey. They made their debut back in 1964 on Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller's Redbird label. You may know the song. It was called I Wanna Love 'Em So Bad. Their follow-up in September 64 was a song called Baby Be Mine. Now, this quintet consisted of sisters Elsie and Maxine Herbert, Albert Brewer, and Diane Taylor. And there was a one, it's really not a girl group because there was a male member. His name was Charles Thomas. Now, after their second Redbird single, they became a trio, and they had this release on the Esky label, and the tune was written by ex-male member Charles Thomas. So here they were as a as a trio here. They were Elsie Herbert, Maxine Herbert, and Diane Taylor, collectively known as the Jelly Beans. This was their final release, and both sides of this are good. Just figured with the tempo changes, I take pride in how I plan my shows, so my shows kind of move. I don't like to keep it dragged down too long with too many slow records or too revved up too fast. So I try to get like an ebb and flow of the song, and I try to do that with all my shows. But let's give a listen to the Jelly Beans here, their final single on the Esky label from November 65. We'll play this side first. It's called You Don't Mean Me No Good. You Don't Mean Me No Good, the Jelly Beans. That is a very cool dancing tune, I have to say. Spence told me this record here, the Jelly Beans. Jelly Beans from November 1965 on the Esky record label. You Don't Mean Me No Good is the name of the tune. Now, the interesting thing about this, well, I'll show it to you after we play the flip side here, is I used to buy lots of records from Michael Layton. He used to be a I don't know if I want to call him a dealer, but he was a collector dealer, and I would go to his house in Mount Kisco, and we would talk about these records that we would find in the Westchester County area. So there was someone, we don't know who, but you can check your collection, because he would write his name on the record. His name was Al, and I don't know what that. He would write Al, and he would date the records, and he would number them consecutively. They were numbered as they were released. So I don't know if he was in a radio station or wherever it was. So this particular record, and he would do it only on one side. It wasn't on both sides. This was he marked this November 23rd of 1965. This was already record number 65,376. And I think the oldest one that I have in my collection is from 1960, and it was like his, I don't know, his like 12th record. So, and he continues to go into the 70s. He marks it Al. You can see it there. It's Al. And when I used to see Mike Layton, I used to say, Mike, did you get any more Al records? So I don't know where this was from. It had to be a radio station, but it was pretty cool. And he numbers them. He numbers them consecutively. So I don't know if I ever put them all together to see if I have anything consecutively, but it's weird. But let's flip over the 45 here, because there's a great two-sided 45, and Avatar in our YouTube chat room mentioned the flip side here. So let's flip over this Jelly Beans 45. We just heard Baby, we heard You Don't Mean Me No Good by the Jelly Beans from November 65. This is the flip side going out to Avatar in our YouTube chat room. It's called I'm Hip to You, the Jelly Beans.
It took me some time to get hip
That's a great two-sided 45, and well worth $125 I dished out for that vinyl copy. Spence Wooten sold me that 45. The Jelly Beans there from November 1965. That's going out to Mark Speck and Avatar in our YouTube chat room. I'm hip to you. We heard the up-tempo A-side, or the up-tempo flip side, we'll call it. You Don't Mean Me No Good is the name of the tune. The Jelly Beans on the Esky record label. Johnny G is your Wednesday night disc jockey here on Oldies and More Radio. Also, we're live on the YouTube stream. Those of you that are tuning into the program just for the first time, I hope you would consider subscribing to my YouTube chat room. Tell your friends, or YouTube page or show, and tell your friends about it. Nobody does what Johnny G does with the visual and the history and the stories and all the other stuff that I mess up on. But let us continue here. Here's a record I got on the cheap, but I think it might go for some bucks. I'm not sure. We go to Chicago to George Lerner's Marvelous record label. He also owned the wonderful label, I think Impact too. But this song was supposedly recorded here in New York City as the writer Jesse Herring Jr. was out of New York. And for some reason, this was leased out to Lerner. I think that's what happened. But this singer goes by the name of Joseph Moore. Now, he has other releases, I think, on Time Records, also CB, True Glowtown, and also the Verve label. But I think this is his most in-demand record. Those of you in the chat room that know can tell me that is the case. September 65. Let's give a listen to Joseph Moore on Marvelous Records. It's called I Still Can't Get You.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can send a fool to the greatest height, but that won't make him think. The same theory holds true for me and you. After all that I've been through, well, I still can't get to you. No, I still can't get to you. You can give a gambler art, yet he won't take a chance. You can put a little puppet on the end of a string, I tell you that won't make him dance. The same way I've been trying to make you mine, but no matter what I try to do, girl, I still can't get to you. No, I still can't get to you. Sinner to church, let me tell you, that won't stop lying. You can give a little baby a bottle, oh, I tell you, that won't stop crying. The same theory holds true for me and you. After all that I've been through, well, I still can't get to you. No, I still can't get to you. When we're all alone together, I say I still can't get to you. When I promise not forever, you know I still can't get to you. Even in a movie show, I say I still can't get to you. When the lights are way down below, you know I still can't.
September 65 release there for Joseph Moore. That's on the marvelous record label out of Chicago. I Still Can't Get to You is the name of the tune. I found that in the wild for a quarter. Can't go wrong finding records like that. It was always fun to look for records when you had no money. You go to the flea market, or you go to some thrift store. We had like the Cherry Door thrift shop where I found some really cool records when I used to, come home from school, walk home from school. I used to stop in there. It used to be all for a quarter. Then when you start working, you have no more time. So then you start spending a little bit more, but you need lots of disposable income nowadays to buy some of these records. Let's continue here. Up next, this group out of Cleveland, Ohio began recording as the Womack Brothers back in 1961, which it launched the careers for Bobby and Cecil Womack. They would change their name to the Valentinos, recorded on different labels, Chess, Jubilee, and the SAR label initially, and others. Here's their 6th of 7 on SAR, this label owned by Sam Cooke. I know Edmund Williams collects the SAR record label, and he has quite a few of the releases, maybe just about all of them. The other one is the what is the label with the hat on it, with the that Mel Carter and Johnny Taylor were on first? I think it's a subsidiary of this, as I just draw a blank. Derby Records, that's it. I think Derby Records is a subsidiary of SAR, also involved with Sam Cooke. This features Bobby Womack on lead. He co-wrote this with Shirley Womack. This charted number 94 on Billboard, 21 on the Billboard R&B chart. This was a big number 3 record on WWIN if you were listening in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to May of 1964 for the Valentinos. The Valentinos on the SAR record label. Charlene, is that the right thing here? You got It's All Over Now. It's supposed to be Baby Lots of Luck.
You think he's got a heart that's true? You better listen to what I'm telling you. He'll be running around, he's gonna put you down. You better watch your step, he's gonna get you, yeah. Oh, this time you stop, baby, lots of love. You think you got the world on a string, baby, you don't understand. You'll be lying, you'll be crying, you'll be down on your knees, you'll be begging to me, but I won't listen to your plea. Oh no, this time you stop, baby, lots of love. And I try to give you everything, but everything wasn't enough. That day you walked away, well, the day I had to say it's going to be rough. And I know exactly what you're gonna do. When he tells you he's off the way to you, you'll be running back to me, but I won't listen to your pleas. You'll be down on your knees and you'll be begging to me. No, no, this time you'll stop, baby, lots of love. And I try to give you everything, but everything wasn't enough. That day you walked away, well, the day I had to say it's going to be rough. You think you got the world on a string, baby, you don't understand a thing. You'll be lying, you'll be praying, you'll be down on your knees, you'll be begging to me, but I won't hear your plea. No, no, this time you stop, baby, lots of love. You're gonna need it, baby, lots of love. Tell her one time that she's gonna need it, yeah, baby, lots of love. Baby, you're gonna need somebody, baby, lots of love.
That's the sound of the Valentinos there on the SAR record label. Baby, Lots of Luck is the name of the tune. That one there from 1964. Let us continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. This singer, songwriter, and record producer, originally from Fort Worth, Texas, but moved to Los Angeles, California in 1959, signed with Gene Autry's Challenge record label, where he had 21 releases through the year 1966. Now, Leonard requested his 18th release. Now, this charted number 23 on WTRY in Troy, New York. We go to February of 1965 and give a listen to Jerry Fuller. Jerry Fuller on Challenge Records for Leonard Mancini. It's called I Get Carried Away.
I get carried away with your kisses, carried away by your touch. I get carried away 'cause I love you so much. This has never happened before. I get carried away the moment you walk through the door. Baby, what you're doing to me, I get carried away. But keep it up, it's heavenly. 'Cause I get carried away with your kisses, carried away by your touch. I get carried away 'cause I love you so much. Oh, I begged you not to lead me on unless your love is true. Don't take advantage of me, that's not the way it should be. I'm hopelessly in love with you. Help me know the way that you feel. I get carried away. I've got to know your love is real. Won't you tell me your love is true? I get carried away. I need to hear those words from you. 'Cause I get carried away with your kisses, carried away by your touch. I get carried away 'cause I love you so much. Oh, I get carried away with your kisses, carried away by your touch. I get carried away 'cause I love you so much.
That is a cool record, I have to say. That's by request for Leonard Mancini. That's February 1965. That's Jerry Fuller. Jerry Fuller on the Challenge record label. That's for Leonard Mancini. I Get Carried Away. You know, he sang back in... I play on my 50s show, How the Time Flies. So how the time flies from that record to this record. It shows you how the music changed so much from 1959. Do you know that he wrote 23 songs for Ricky Nelson and other artists too? He was a talented man, talented writer and singer. Let's continue here. No, I didn't get carried away. My mother calls me for people that I miss in the chat room. That's what she calls me for. So I didn't get carried away. But anyway, that's good that she is calling me on the phone here. Because if she would type, she can't type. She has neuropathy in her fingers. She can't feel her fingers, so she can't type. She watches on the tablet. So she writes down her favorite songs and the people that come in the chat room. So she's always there and she's reading all your messages. She is. So she says hi to everyone in the chat room there. But she'll come with special messages at certain times that she wants me to read, or she'll come up here herself and tell you. But let us continue here. This next group. 45 Cat has this group linked to a group out of Ohio, and that is not right. That is wrong on 45 Cat. See, the problem with 45 Cat is that you have people that can put their own information in, and it's not always correct. So Charlene, that helps me with my research. She's over in Huntsville, Texas. I tell her to be careful with that information on 45 Cat. If they can document a cash box or a Record World or a Billboard, I think I say, well, we can go with that. But if you're unsure, don't do it. Don't put the information. But this group is called the Monterays, Monorays. And I'm guessing that this is the group out of New York City because it's arranged by Robert Banks, and Robert Banks was a member of the Four Fellows that recorded for the, in the 1950s for the Glory label and other things. Of course, he was married to Bessie Banks of Go Now, and I mentioned him. I think we mentioned him on Sunday or my Saturday night show. But this tune written by Jimmy McKenzie, produced by Barry Levine. And I think this is the intended B-side. Now, this song is called Love, was first done by Charles Wright in 1962 on the Ember label as Love, I Won't Be Your Fool Anymore. But let's give a listen to this version as done by the Monterays from June 65 on 20th Century Fox, the Monterays with the tune called Love. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, as that one was first done by Charles Wright on the Ember label in 62 as Love, I Won't Be Your Fool Anymore. There you go, the Monterays version from June 65 on 20th Century Fox, Love. They just shortened the title there. And I had to pay. I paid for that 45. I bought it from Barry Soul. Sold me lots of soul and group harmony 45s. I paid $100 for that. I don't know how long ago. It's a while ago that I bought that 45. But it's a cool tune. Let's continue here. And This next singer goes by the name of Robert James Byrd Sr., born in Fort Worth, Texas, moved to Los Angeles, California when he was 15 years old, became a member of the Hollywood Flames, recording all those cool group records, but he went solo in 1958. He had a big hit in 58. You may know the tune called Rockin' Robin, but he recorded on different labels. Here's one he did on the RCA label. Actually, it's his second of 4 for RCA Records. At one time, I think this was an in-demand record, but not anymore. It was written and produced by Marty Cooper, arranged by Jack Nietzsche. This is the flip side of a resung version of Buzz Buzz Buzz, but this side did chart at number 55 on KFXM in San Bernardino, California. Let's go to June of 1963 for Bobby Day. Bobby Day on RCA, that rhymes. It's called Pretty Little Girl Next Door.
Well, when you left me, baby, and you said bye-bye, you thought I was gonna sit here all alone and cry. Well, but since you left me, baby, I done said hello. Whoa, whoa, to that a pretty, pretty cute little girl that live right next door. I'm telling you for your sake, when you left me, you made a big mistake. Well, I was taught to love my neighbor, and that's just what I'm gonna do. Then I won't have to worry if I don't hear from you. Well, but the reason that I'm calling you is just to let you know, whoa, I love that pretty, pretty cute little girl that lives next door. Well, I'm telling you for your sake, now when you left me, you made a big mistake. Whoa, whoa, now many times you left me, baby, left me sitting here all alone. When you got tired of running around with the fellas, you turn around and come right back home. Yeah, 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 but that's all over. Now many things have changed. The way I'm talking to you, baby, you might think it sounds strange. Well, but I must hang up the phone now, baby, 'cause I really gotta go. Oh, 'cause that a pretty, pretty cute little girl is a knocking at my door. Well, I'm telling you for your sake, now when you left me, you made a big mistake. Well, I'm telling you for your sake, now when you left me, you made a big mistake.
As Bobby Day of Rockin' Robin fame, from June 1963. That is his second of 4 on the RCA record label. Pretty Little Girl Next Door is the name of the tune. Johnny G's Your Disc Jockey Next Door. You know, when I used to play these records into the wee hours of the morning, my neighbors across the way would threaten to call the police on me, only when she had a guest. Thank God they're in Ireland there. I don't know about the new neighbors there. They never come out. They're recluses in there. So maybe they're listening to the show for all I care, which would be a good thing, I'd say, as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And up next, this singer out of Detroit, Michigan. Don't have much info on him, but his name is Danny Moore. And he has this lone release on the All Right record label. There's a few releases on this All Right label. Goes back to the early 60s. But this one's from 64. This record used to sell for a lot of money at one point, but there was a small quantity that was found, so the price went way, way down. And his name is Danny Moore. This is on All Right Records. We're going to play both sides of this 45. 1964. This side is called Somebody New. Danny Moore.
Say you found somebody new to do the things I could do for you. Every now I see all alone, and every lonely day make a cry. Oh yes I cry, oh I cry. Baby when you say goodbye, found somebody new and made me cry. Said your love for me was strong. How could I get it all? Without you, I can't survive. Oh, girl, you know that you lie. Oh, yes, you lie. And I cry. Baby, when you say goodbye, found somebody new and made me cry. Yeah, you know that I still love you. I still carry those memories of how we needed each other and how happy, yeah, how happy we used to be. Without you, I can't survive. Oh, girl, you know that you lie. Oh, yes, you lie. And I cry. Baby, when you say goodbye, find somebody new and make me cry. Baby, found somebody new. Baby, found somebody.
That is, lost my place. That is Danny Moore. Danny Moore from 1964. So I don't know, Mark. This may have been booted at one time, but this is a styrene press, and it should have. I'm looking to see if it's got anything stamped in the dead wax. Mine does. It says. Actually, it is stamped with numbers. It's like a Columbia press. So this is actually pressed by Columbia Records. So there is a stamper in there. So if yours is etched, it's like stamped with the numbers, like 1ZTSC. Yeah, this is a Columbia pressing plant over in probably up in Detroit. But we're gonna flip the 45 over here. Give a listen to the flip side here. And actually, it's very appropriate to the weather we're having here in New York. It's been deathly hot here. The air has been really not good. The quality has been poor. I mean, it's 74 now with light rain. We had a big thunderstorm here. Tomorrow's supposed to be better, but it's been really hot in the high 90s here. Hopefully not hot where you are. Let's flip this 45 over here from 64. Danny Moore, we just heard Somebody New. It's on the All Right label. This side is called Here Comes Summer.
Here comes summer, come the birds and bees. Look, here comes new love, fresh as the sea. Oh, love that was discovered when the snow was on the ground. Just watch how we grow, the summer comes around. Oh, here comes summer,
1964 release there for Danny Moore on the All Right record label, song called Here Comes Summer. That's the flip side of Somebody New is the name of the tune. Johnny G is not somebody new. I'm your disc jockey for a Wednesday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Let's fill a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas, as this is a late side as done by Billy Ward and his Dominoes. This is from September of 65. This was their second to last release on the King record label. And no one seems to know who the lead singer is on this. I think somebody asked the question in the chat room there. David asked the question. But this is actually a cover tune. This was originally done by the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra with Frank Sinatra did this originally back in 1941 for the Decca record label. But let's give a listen to this release from September 65, going out to Jim Lampley in Texas, Billy Ward and his Dominoes on King, and their rendition of the tune This Love of Mine for Jim.
This love of mine goes on and on, though life is empty since you have gone. You're always on my mind, though out of sight. It's lonesome through the day and all the night. I cried my heart out. It's bound to break, since nothing matters. Please let it break. I ask the sun and the moon, the stars that shine, what's to become of it, this love of
That's a late one there by Billy Ward and his Dominoes, their September 65 release, their second to last release for Sid Nathan's King record label. This Love of Mine is the name of the tune originally done by Frank Sinatra. Let's continue here, and I still have another request to go, and I couldn't find Adrian's other requests and one other request. I'm trying to think who it was. I cannot remember. But anyway, this gal originally from Montgomery, Alabama, but she relocated to Detroit with her family in 1960. She, along with her brother Albert, teamed up with fellow siblings Tommy and Freddie Martin to form a group called the Paragons. Now their singing got the attention of their next door neighbor. His name was Mike Hanks, who in 1963 recorded them, then leased the tracks to Duke Browner. He was owner of the Exit label, and their first single, which came out, was called Pretty Words, and it featured the lead singer of Doris Jean Harrell. She was the lead, but then she would change her name to Dee Edwards, and this was her first solo release, a tune written by Clara Bell, Mike Hanks, and Rudy Robinson. This is on Mike Hanks' Tuba label. This charted number 19 on WJBK in Detroit, Michigan. This is from October 1963. Let's give a listen to Dee Edwards. Dee Edwards on Tuba Records. It's called You Say You Love Me, parentheses, and Need Me. Dee Edwards.
You say you love me, really, really love me. Then why don't you love me all the time? You say you need me, really, really need me. Then why do you treat me so unkind? If you really love me and you really need me, then why don't you tell me that you're mine? 'Cause I can't let you go. Can't let you go. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. I've got to have you. Got to have you. Around. 'Cause I really really love you. Really really love you. Yes, I really really love you. Really really love you. And I've got to have you. Got to have you. Around. Oh, I can't let you go. Can't let you go. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. I've got to have you. Got to have you. Around. 'Cause I really really love you. Really really love you. I really really love you. Really really love you. And I've got to have you. Got to have you. Around. 'Cause I really really need you. Really really need. Yes, I really really need you. Really really need. And I've got to have you. Got to have you. Around.
October 63 release there for Dee Edwards, trying to sound like Mary Wells. Yes, that's on Mike Hanks' Tuba label. You Say You Love Me, parentheses, and Need Me. Now, you know, this song was really cool. I was watching an old American Bandstand clip, and I'm always interested, as is Dave the Rave, with the Raider Records. And this was on the Raider record, which was cool to hear that. I'm like, what is this record? You know, but then I eventually got, I forget who won. I forget who it was against. But it's always cool to see those Raider records on American Bandstand. Johnny G here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. We'll do a couple more. I got to do both sides of this next request. And then maybe I'll do one more. 45, and we'll close out the show. But this singer, this is actually a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This singer, born in Forest City, Arkansas, but relocated to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now, in high school, he formed his group called the Soulmates, and two members of the group, Palmer James and Curtis Rogers, formed their own label, and they called it, at the time, Hotline Music Journal. And they wrote a song called Backup Train in 1967, which became the label's first of 3 releases, featuring a young Al Green on lead. And they would enter into a contract with Amy Malabelle to distribute that single. And this was the A-side. And this is like actually what you would call the second press. So if your copy of this says Amy Malabelle, that's the national distribution. But there is a local press of this hotline, which I don't have, Hotline Music Journal, which I'll be on the lookout for. But it's produced by Palmer James and Curtis Rogers. And again, this is Al Green, backed up by the Soulmates. This charted number 41 on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on WXOK in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We go to October 1967 for Edmund Williams, Al Green on Hotline Music Journal. Backup Train is the name of the tune.
Back up the train, back up train, turn around, I've got to take my baby, wherever I'm bound. I'm roaming through this every day, baby, roaming through this I'm a lonely man, just a lonely man, need a helping hand, yeah, yeah. Back up the train, but ease the pain, take me to my baby, I'm going insane. So Mr. Conductor, turn this train, all you gotta do now, music in my hand, I'm a lonely man, need a helping hand, yeah, yeah. So back this train up, that's all you gotta do now. I'll never forget the girl I left behind. Her tears, her kiss, her face stay on my mind. I got to make her say that she'll forgive me. I gotta get back so. Oh, baby, 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 I need your loving right now, darling. Oh.
Yeah, Copyright Police just came out on that song there. That's by request for listener Edmund Williams. That's Al Green's first record. Actually, Al Green and his group at the time, they were known as Al Green and the Soulmates. Song entitled Backup Train, that from October 1967. That's on the Hotline Music Journal label. And Edmund also requested the flip side of the 45, so let's flip it over. Put the needle on here, and we're going to have one more 45 to go after this. October 67, this is Al Green and the Soulmates, the flip side of Backup Train. It's called Don't Leave Me, for Edmund.
Don't
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasures show. There you go. That's Al Green and the Soulmates. That's the B-side to Backup Train, his first release. Came out on the Hotline Music Journal label. Don't Leave Me is the name of the tune. That one there from October 1967. Well, Johnny G's going to leave you after this next record, but Mark Speck wants to hear the flip side, so that'll be our closer. But let's give a listen to this side first. For this gal that was a member of the Adorables, that group recorded for the Golden World record label back in early 1966, but she went solo with a release on Golden World. Let's see here. She did, but then after that release, she did 4 on LeBaron Taylor's Solid Hit label, which is out of Detroit, Michigan. This is her first. This is a song she co-wrote along with Billy Jackson and Don Davis. And Billy Jackson also produced it from October 66. Let's give a listen to Pat Lewis. Pat Lewis on Solid Hit Records. It's called No Baby No. There you go, October 1966 release there for Pat Lewis. Pat Lewis on the Solid Hit record label. No Baby No is the name of the tune. What is that? That is her first of 4 on the Solid Hit record label. We're going to close the show with the flip side of this. An instant request from Mark Speck, but that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you want to get in touch with me, you need to send me your requests. You can send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number for me. If I have the 45, I'll play it. It has to fit the format of the show. It could be any of the shows, the 50s and early 60s show, which is coming up on Saturday. Tomorrow I have a pre-planned show already because Saturday night I was an hour late because I couldn't get this webcam to work because of the Microsoft updates. does something to the signal where it disconnects it, and I have to reset it by pulling out the UBS cable and putting it in, or changing the port that I use. But I couldn't. It took me almost an hour to figure it out, so I couldn't just stay on later. So I signed off at 12:30. But I'll be on. I pulled out some really rare records out of my collection for tomorrow. Some recent ads that are very expensive, so I'll play those tomorrow, and then we'll get into the requests start around 1959 or so. So I'll be on till about 4:30 tomorrow in the afternoon. Probably going to start at 2 tomorrow. It gives me an extra hour to prepare there. So I'll start at 2 tomorrow, 2 to about 4:30. Normally that was going to be my 78 show, but due to the fact I had a special guest collector here, Dave the Rave, playing his Cool Soul 45's, it kind of put me behind a little bit. And then we had the VA psychologist came for my father today, so I was behind, and then I had to prepare for this show. So anyway, it just took up too much time. But then I'm going to prep. I got to now pull records out for Saturday's show. So anyway, that's how it goes. But again, if you're new to the program, just finding out about the Vinyl Treasure Show, you should subscribe, but you have to be signed into YouTube. You have to create an account, usually with a Google email. I think they're associated with Google. Sometimes this platform, the copyright police, sometimes they get upset about the records I play. I don't know, their artificial intelligence is sometimes off the wall. They got to fix that. It's not 100% correct, and they penalize me for records I don't play, but you can't talk to anybody there. But anyway, so that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help, as you did a great job in helping me, as she always does. And I think she's getting caught up. Charlene didn't have power because of that terrible hurricane that went through the Texas area. There's still people without power there, which is crazy with this hot weather. But anyway, that's going to do it. So we're going to close the show tonight with the flip side of that Pat Lewis record on Solid Hit. It's for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. It's called Look at What I Almost Missed is the name of the tune. And look what you would have missed if you didn't watch the Vinyl Treasure Show, but it should be up momentarily on the YouTube archive. I have to post it on my vinyltreasures.net wall. All the shows were posted until, but not last week's yet. And I got to post Dave the Rave's show as I'm choking here. But anyway, so, well, I got to get out of here, prepare for tomorrow's show. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in, listening to Johnny G on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. And I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long for Mark Speck.
That I didn't resist. Look at what I almost missed. So glad that I didn't resist. Oh, look at what I almost. Well, I was always a sensible girl. I was so smart. I've always kept a guard around my heart. But then you came, and like a giant, when you swept me off my feet, I had no defense. Though you're no good for me, ooh, you're so good to me. And baby, it's good to say, yeah.